Okay, let me try to move a little fast. Got here later in the day, but I wanted to show you 1978 Holiday Rambler. I like this because of its original state. I've reinstalled a lot of the stuff that was here when we bought it. So this bedspread, these funky pillows, all this stuff. The condition of the interior I thought was just remarkable. The original curtains, valances, things like that. The original carpet is actually really nice. It's kind of a deeper pile, mottled looking carpet. I'm in through the rear door, obviously. Here, as you walk down the hall, to the left, we have a bathroom. Commode. Here's the vanity and such. All of these toiletries are original to the camper. These were all here. Shower, all the plumbing is good, all the plumbing works. We come out here, the galley, countertop, excellent shape. The walls, all that stuff. The stove, we've lit it, works fine. Let's see, I don't have any, just have battery power here, so got the little lights on. This pull-out sofa sleeps well. I actually steam cleaned it, and the carpet as well, for that matter, to make sure everything's nice and fresh before we took off on our trip. So the whole place is very clean. So, installed a brand new air conditioner in the ceiling. Went up and resealed the entire roof. Somewhere in the past, it did get a couple of stains, but there is no leaking in this roof. Okay, going back the other direction here, down the hallway, you can see the refrigerator. That's kind of right behind the galley. It works fine. It works both on 110 power and on propane. No problem at all. Even though it's probably original. No problems whatsoever. It gets good and cold. You do have to let it, cool down for a day. That's pretty standard on RVs. And of course, there's the front door. Should have had that open for better light, but and we'll see going back the other direction down the hallway. Cabinetry's all in good shape. Underneath this bed is where the water system is. There's a couple of doors I'll open here in a second that shows that. It's pressurized by an air tank. There are two compressors under there, depending on the power source. There's a 12-volt compressor, which I'll demonstrate. Well, if you can hear me, it's demonstrated in the original sound. And then there's a 110 compressor under there as well. Just actually a full-size little pancake compressor that will leave with the unit. And we use that if we're plugged in. So the cool thing and what I really like about that air pressure system is that if it works, then that tells you there are no leaks, because it needs to maintain pressure to run. And so all the faucets worked. The toilet, the shower, the hot water heater worked fine, and I took a shower in it every single day for about 10 days when we took it on our big trip up north. We lived in this thing the whole time we went up north. Had a great time, and it pulled great, by the way. With all the new axles, with all the new brakes, it has the magnetic brakes that are operated from the vehicle. Worked great. Pulled very straight and true. You do definitely want to use the, I keep forgetting the name of it, the heavy hitch with the stabilizer bars on it. I would say that's a must, just to make sure you maintain full control, because a lot of variables in how you pack it out and everything. It'll hold a lot of stuff, but you don't want to make it tail end heavy. In a second, I'm going to show the water system again, and it operates on a little switch right here. You can hear it running. It'll take about 2 or 3 minutes to build up pressure. After you've built up pressure and there's a gauge on it and everything, all your water will work. And it will actually work for quite a while just on that air pressure. You can easily take a full shower with nice hot water, because the Hot water furnace works great. I don't think there's any water in here right now, but we'll check. No, I don't, it's either not enough water, or let it run long enough. But anyhow, this is the interior. This is what sold me on this unit. I just thought it was very cool that it was a time capsule like this. Let's look at the outside real fast. The intention was to eventually paint it. Some of this original white paint's flaked off and come off. That's just the bare aluminum it's showing. This model has an all aluminum structure, so it actually has aluminum ribs like studs. There's no wood. This thing is not made out of 2x2s like you always see. Like this one is made from 2x2s and this laminate sort of composite walls. This is actual aluminum siding over aluminum ribs. Has new brakes, it has new axle bearings, has new wheels, it has new tires. It has new fender wells. And again, it is a Holiday Rambler. This is access to the fridge, which of course works. It has new batteries. It has 2 25-gallon propane tanks, and that's a brand new cover for it. That front panel lifts up. I should have done that so the light would be better. Has all new LED above, like clearance lights. All brand new LED. They all work fine. The hitch, the jack, those are original. They work great. They work perfectly fine. It took a long time to lube those up so they'd work well. As you can probably tell, I'm a big fan of vintage stuff. This was very much a labor of love. We spent about 2 weeks on it and just had a blast. And we didn't modify anything. We just replaced and upgraded things. It has a brand new LP gas regulator to make sure that there are no problems with that. It has, like I said, all the new lights. You'll notice I said it has 2 fenders. That one has not been put on yet, but we have it in the box still. Send it along with it. Those fenders were about $500 for the pair, but they were such an eyesore like that, I thought it was worth it. That little panel you just saw go by, the little rusty panel, that's just the back cover for the propane unit. It just needs to be spray painted or something. We never got around to that. But it was a lot of fun. Has an awning that pulls out. That's a storage compartment in the back to keep your just stuff in, lawn chairs or hoses, electrical cords back there and stuff like that. The power works fine on it. I'm showing that an example of a bigger motorhome. That's what we wound up replacing it with. We have 2 motorhomes actually, so we have plenty of ways to get around on vacation, but this one isn't being used, and it really needs to be used by somebody because we spent a lot of time making sure it's road ready and 100% livable. So if it's something you're into, I think you'll have a lot of fun with it. Our plan was to just kind of get it mechanically and functionally sound and then go back and repaint it something. It's relatively straight, one little tiny wrinkle there, but it's all aluminum, top's aluminum. It does not have one of those rubber membrane roofs. It's full aluminum, and you can paint it interesting color or back white. It's just a lot of fun.